Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of J-Man's Road Rants. I put out a tweet earlier today, trying to find a topic to rant about because I really was struggling on finding something on the news and stuff like that, and I really hadn't dealt with much in the traffic. My good buddy Drew of Drew's News and Podcast on YouTube came up with an idea about how people tell you how to do your job even though you know how to do it the right way. And it's close, but it brought up to the idea about how many times people have come up to me and said, well, you know, you don't have a hard job. All you do is drive. You just drive all day. That's an easy job. And it got me thinking, you know, this is really the best rant you can come up with. Honestly, you know, people on an everyday basis, when you work a 9 to 5 and, you know, 10 to 6, whatever your shift might be, you consider how many times you actually get behind the wheel of your car in a week. Your drive to work, your drive home, your extracurriculars with driving your kids to whatever activities they got to do, whether it's sports or what have you, your runs to your errands to the stores and what have you. If you can count all of that up for one whole week, how long you're behind the wheel of your vehicle, I probably do it in one day. So considering that, now also take into consideration all those times you're behind the wheel when you deal with other drivers getting cut off, driving erratically, you know, going slow and holding you up. And you can magnify that by about 50, what I have to deal with in a week. You know, people say I'm just a wheel jockey. I just sit here behind the wheel and I drive. There's a lot more to it. So I thought I'd kind of go over a little bit of the hours of service for a truck driver. Now, those that are truck drivers that are watching this already know this, but a lot of people that won't watch this, or they will watch this, will not understand how this works. We work on a 14-hour day. When we start our shift, from the time we start our shift to the time we end our shift, it's 14 hours. You can't go over that. Then you have to take a 10-hour break. Now, like you, if you worked 9 to 5, after you get off work, you're going to go run errands, maybe get dinner. You're going to be up for a good 4 or 5, who knows, 6 hours maybe before you go to bed. In my industry, 10-hour break, we still have to have that same wind down time like you guys would, where you're going to take a couple hours to wind down, 3, 4, whatever. Well, you see, the more time I take to wind down, the less of the less of sleep I'm going to get. And the fact that we don't work the same hours every day. I might leave on Sunday at noon, but I have to be up by 8 the next morning on Monday. Then I run my, let's say, 8 to 10 on Monday for 14 hours. But then I don't have to get up till 9:30 on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, I have to be up by 6. You know, this is how it works in my industry. It's a different start time every day. And here's the worst part about it. Let's take an example today. I got up at 7:30 for an 8 o'clock appointment. I was already at delivery. All I had to do was just back into the dock. My clock didn't start. My clock didn't start until I left the delivery at 11:10. And 11:10, I put in that 30 minutes of unload time, and then I start driving. Go to the shipper to go get reloaded, deal with the time I'm there, which today happened to be 2.5 hours. 30 minutes of that is on duty. The other rest of it's off duty in the sleeper. And then start driving again. And I have a 16-hour and 45-minute trip from where I picked up to where I'm delivering. So I won't deliver until Thursday morning. Now, we operate on that 14-hour time period. In that 14-hour time period, we're only allowed to drive 11 hours. So once we reach that 11 hours, even if we still had 2 hours left of 14, we can't drive any further. Also, we have to take a 30-minute break at some point within that first 8 hours. Now, thankfully, they've moved that around to where they'll count the on-duty, you know, your on-duty time as a 30-minute break. So that's helpful a little bit. So when I got loaded today, I had that 30 minutes of unload, plus I had the 2 hours of off duty. That all still counted as 30 minutes, so obviously I could take a longer break. Or I could drive, 8 hours again. Now, being just a driver, when you're driving a vehicle that's 70 feet in length, there's a lot you have to consider. You have to take into consideration not only the weight, but I mean the size of the vehicle, the weight, all that stuff. We can't, you could go out there and just kind of weave in and out of traffic because you're in a hurry and the people that are holding you up are going slower than what you want to do. We can't do that because we have to make sure we have the room to get over, to pass people. And the moment I turn my turn signal on, 9 times out of 10, they're lining up beside me on the driver's side to prevent me from getting in front of them because they don't want to be held up by me. Even though I'm a faster truck than most, like I said in a past video, most trucks are governed from low to mid 60s. I actually am governed at 75. They don't know that. So to them, I could be holding them up. They don't want to be held up. So when you take into all these hours of service and everything, and the strain that it takes on us, sitting for long periods of the day, our lower extremities, our legs and our butt and everything become very numb. We're not able to get a lot of exercise. We don't have a lot of healthy food options out there because, it's a truck stop. You're limited on what you can eat. Mostly fast food. So most of your truck drivers are overweight, obese. Sometimes we go days without a shower. So we tend to be a little bad on hygiene. It's not something we do on purpose. Sometimes it's unavoidable. So most people look at us as the lower tier in the job industry. We're the scum of the earth because, that we're that trucker and his trucker cap and, he stinks and he's fat and overweight. For the fact that most people think that all we do is drive, 90% of the country would never want to do my job. Well, that's my video today. I hope you liked that. If you do, hit the like button. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click on that bell so you'll be notified when I upload again. And follow me on Twitter at JManFromKC. And thanks for watching. Have a good day.